I should be using a dimple mug for this beer, but somehow, surprisingly, I don't own one. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. So I said that I should be using a dimple mug, and that's because the beer I have right here is side pull. And if you've ever had a side pull beer, every time I've had one, they've served it in a dimple mug. So I assume that's kind of what you should be pouring a side pull beer in. And these are Czech style lagers, so it makes sense that it's should be a dimple mug. But again, I don't have one, so I'm just using this pint glass here. Unfortunately, I need to get myself a dimple mug. Anyways, this is the side pull. It's from Fair State Brewing out of Minneapolis. And it's a collaboration with Bierstadt Lagerhous out of Denver. It's 4.1% ABV according to Untapped, 30 IBUs. I paid $3.79 for this can down at Simone's. I'm guessing this is a 16-ounce can. And on the can here, it just has like the side pull tab, and it says side pull on it. Also on the can, there is a message on the bottom, and it says something, like STP, something else. Oh man, I should have looked at the dates. Once again, I've been hamstrung by a date. I gotta look at dates. And I'm so bummed because Simone used to have such great beer, has such a great beer selection. And lately they've been concentrating on the ready to drink kind of cocktails, the RTDs, the seltzers, and the THC drinks. And with everything going on in Ohio, where they might be banning the THC drinks, Simone's shelves are pretty bare of cans of canned beverages. And their beer selection used to be stellar, and now it's really hard to even put together a mixed six-pack. Like, I might actually have to stop visiting Simone's because it's just not worth going over there anymore, since it's so hard to pick up beers from them, which is really sad because they used to have an amazing selection of beers. And on top of that, they're still selling old beer. So this beer, it says B, which I hope is Born On, but maybe it's Best Buy. Either way, May 27th of 2025. This is now March of 2026, so this can is fairly old. Very disappointed. I hate it when I buy cans that are out of date, especially these lighter styles. I mean, if it's a stout, that's okay, but these lighter styles just don't hold up. Really disappointed in that. Hopefully this can is held up. So on the side of the can here, it says Fair State Brewing Cooperative in collaboration with Bierstadt Lager, side pull, bitty little 10 degrees Plato, Czech style lager, crisp, malty, soft, and crushable. 4.1% alcohol, it's 1 pint, 16 fluid ounces, lager beer, union made, cooperatively owned, and that is everything to speak of on the can. Again, I'm really bummed about the date. Hopefully this is still good. Let's get on into it. On Untapped, this gets a 3.87 with 4.9 thousand check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it gets an 92 outstanding, 92 outstanding, but there's only 59 check-ins. Hopefully it's deserving of that. Hopefully it's held up. Get a nose on it. Really not getting anything on the nose. Maybe a little hint of like sweet graininess. But yeah, the nose is just nothing really there. Maybe just a hint of a little sweet graininess out of the can. And that is a very light yellow, like sunshine, lemon yellow. Can almost see through it. A little bit of haze in there, but you can almost see through it. Lots and lots of carbonation, very effervescent. And there's about a pinky's worth of big fish-eyed bubble, like fizzy head. It's very loud. I don't know if the microphone will pick it up. But the head is very loud, making tons and tons of noise. Well, I'm ready to find out if this beer is held up well, since it's potentially, what is that, 7-10 months old now, if that's a born on date. If that's the Best Buy date, then it's way older than that. I don't know which one it is. It just says B. So let's find out if this beer is held up. Cheers, everybody. Damn. It's light. A little bit of sweetness to it. But there's some celery flavor around the edges. That vegetal green celery kind of flavor is starting to permeate the beer. So this beer is definitely beyond its best by date. And that's my bad for picking up a beer that's out of date. Talk about this all the time. I should definitely be looking at canned on dates. I don't know why I don't do it. I always stress about it. I always talk about it. I leave comments about it. But then when I'm at the beer store, I'm so excited to pick up new beers and different beers I've never seen. I never even think to look at the dates. The beer is very light. But I don't know if that like lemony grassiness that's very subtle is part of the beer flavor or not, or part of the flavor that the beer is supposed to have. And if I'm going to try to judge this on the flavors I pick up before that celery flavor hits. Because there's a little bit of like grassy sweetness, like almost lemongrass kind of sweetness, like almost a hint of lemon almost. And it's very light-bodied. No bitterness whatsoever. But then that celery vegetal flavor hits. So, because I'm a dummy that bought this out of date and didn't think to look at the date, I'm going to give the beer the benefit of the doubt. So even though, with that being said, this is still a really easy, chuggable, crushable beer. 4.1%, you could crush these all day long. This would be a perfect summer sipper, summer crusher. Great at a sporting event, great sitting on your porch, great sitting around a campfire. Don't pick up any real bitterness whatsoever. I mean, even as it is, I actually kind of enjoy it. I would love to try this fresh, especially if I could find it on draft on a real side pull. I think this would be an excellent beer on a real side pull. So I'm going to have to, even though, because I know it's out of date, and I can't fault the beer for having the off flavors, knowing that it's out of date. So I'm going to give this beer a horns up. If you can find this beer fresh, make sure you check the canned on date on the beer if you see it somewhere. But if you can find this beer fresh, especially for $3.79 for a pint, check it out. Definitely buy it. I would love to drink this fresh. Maybe one day I'll get to the brewery in either Minneapolis or Denver and be able to try it on a side pull. But I would absolutely buy this beer again, as long as it was in date. Again, check the dates on your cans. I say it all the time. I need to start doing that. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.